All right. So we're here in a special episode sponsored by Lunacy. Lunacy is, of course, a hobby store located in BGC wherein they sell or showcase a lot of art toys, the hottest cards, shoes, a lot of memorabilia that you see on online. So if you see my background here is a lot of art toys. There are a lot of signed jerseys, signed even game floors that was used in the NBA. So later we're gonna show that to you guys. But first we're gonna introduce a special guest today. That's Gani Stevens, the star big man of the UE Red Warriors in the UAAP. And actually, we want to thank Lunacy for sending us food, for feeding us. Because not only is Lunacy a hobby store that has a lot of collectibles and memorabilia, they also have a great food selection. So, Gani, I want to know what did you request from Lunacy? What did they give you?
I think I got some Bang It Sixty nachos,
Bagnet,
uh
sisig,
the
nachos.
the Lunacy lemonade, and then I got some like inasal kebab over rice. So excited to try that when I get back home.
Yeah, that's for Gani. Well, for me, I got the steak and rice with crazy Sunday ice cream since I'm here in the HQ, which we will have Gani soon. Since Gani is just in Cavite right now, that doesn't
Yeah,
mean he's not visiting. We will see him here pretty soon.
for
So
sure, for sure.
yes, sir. And all right, let's take it easy, Gani. So, growing up in Minnesota, what inspired you to start playing basketball and football being a two-sport athlete?
Really growing up, what inspired me to, or who inspired me to play basketball is just really my dad. Growing up, he was a basketball guy. He was just a sports guy in general.
Mm.
Football, basketball, track and field, kind of that whole side of the family. So obviously, him being a sports guy, when I was growing up, he always had me doing soccer, football, obviously basketball, baseball. So he had me doing everything. And then as I got older, I kind of see which ones that I kind of then started to fall in love with, which was basketball and football. And then that's why I'm playing basketball today. Just continue those two as long as I could.
Just an extra thing that I want to note here to tell the viewers that it's like Gani's nickname, or at least he calls himself Baby Maui. We love it. Baby Maui is such a great moniker. It's a thing that you should put on a t-shirt, bro.
Yeah, I know.
When was the time? So with all those sports that you mentioned, it's a lot. So when was the time that you decided to focus on basketball? Since you mentioned that football and basketball were your last two sports. I mean, the two sports that you continue to play.
So basically, as the my senior year was winding down after basketball, because basketball in the States is after football, I then started to weigh all my options I had from football and basketball. And although I had some high level stuff for football in the States, a lot of it was like walk on or 50% scholarship. So I would have had to pay a lot out of pocket. And then that's when I decided, let me see what I have for basketball. And that's when I had the Philippines. And I decided that, I have a lot of better opportunity. It's like something new and crazy. Like, no, like literally like coming out of high school and just going to play basketball in the Philippines and just going overseas. It sounded like just something like someone that I would dream of. So I was like, might as well take that leap. I had opportunities over here, obviously, and I was just like, might as well do it. There's no like I could always go back to the States, and I just knew that like I couldn't pass up on this opportunity. I could always go back home, go to school, but I knew I couldn't like go to the Philippines and play basketball anytime. So I was like, might as well take this opportunity and keep playing basketball.
Who was like instrumental in getting you to the Philippines? Was it your mom? Like, Gani, the one who convinced you? Because I'm sure, bro, like from Minnesota to the Philippines to Manila, it's
Yeah.
quite a leap. That's quite a leap.
It was crazy. I'd say it was between my mom and then my coach, Joshua Presbyterio, because he was the one who was, introduced that idea to me, and he said he had some connects in the Philippines. Just send it out, just to, see if anyone responds. And then luckily, some coaches did. And then my mom was really the one who like supported me mostly because my dad, even though he was happy with like either decision, it was just harder for him because he's more of a football guy. the school I would have been going to is in the same state, so he would have saw me a lot. And then it was just hard for him to, because I'm going so far away. And it's it was easy for my mom because she's Filipina, so it's like okay, he's going home and everything. But my dad's like, my youngest son is going,
That's my
X
boy.
amount of
That's
miles
what he's
away.
gonna say.
Yeah. So yeah, but it's basically my mom and then my coach Josh. Those two together really hammered this idea home to me. So those two for sure.
So how different was the basketball in Minnesota compared to what you experience now here in the Philippines? You can talk about the style of play
Um,
or anything.
for the start, first of all, like the pace, everything in the U.S. is kind of slowed down. Let's everybody get into some sets. Let's move the ball around. Wait for that like keep passing until you get that good shot. But here in the Philippines, kind of get it, push the ball up the court. Everything's just fast. Everybody's running. Try to, a lot more, definitely a lot more shooting here than back home. Everybody kind of waiting for that good shot. But here, you got an open shot, you take it because everybody's shooters. All the guards here are shooters. So.
Yeah, for
And then
sure.
obviously, just besides like the how fast it is, definitely like kind of that no blood, no foul type of play. You just gotta be tough here. It's like playing football. I mean, I'm fine with it, but like I know the stats a little bit different here too. But just like just the speed, really. Games are just really fast here because that's the first thing I noticed when I was coming over just to look at different schools. I was like, man, these guys are just running up and down. I was like, I gotta get in shape. I was like, uh-oh, because I was still in football shape. I was around like 270 because I was playing D line and O line. I was like, dang, if I come here, I'm just gonna, my whole body's gonna change. And then it did. When I went back home, everybody's just commenting on how skinny I am and everything. So yeah, just that pace is crazy.
You definitely were. And I know because I've seen your high school videos
Yeah,
on YouTube. And of course there are a few Filipino YouTubers here who are hyping you up, man. Like
yeah,
they were calling you Baby Shaq, the Baby
yeah.
Shaq going to the
I know. I
Philippines.
saw it. I saw that video. I was like, oh my God. That was crazy. It
So
was so cool though.
what was your weight back then? Like leaving Minnesota to transitioning to your basketball weight here in the Philippines.
I'd say I was coming out of football season into basketball. I was probably around 260, maybe pushing 270. And then through the basketball season, obviously, get in shape, but I wasn't, I probably dropped down to about like 255, 250. So I was still pretty heavier set. And then when I got to the Philippines, I was still probably around the same weight. I was about 250, 255. I was still working out before I came, but like it wasn't really any crazy weight loss until I got here. So I'd say about like 250, 255. Still like kind of bigger, yeah.
I'm not sure if I heard this correctly from Coach Josh, but he said like you don't do weights, right? Like before going here, did
Yeah.
you do a lot of weights or just right, just the
It
simple
was
pump?
it was like the simple pump, obviously like football, basketball, we're lifting
Yeah.
weights, but outside of that, I wasn't really like in the gym, type weightlifting every day. I was kind of just like whatever sports. I'd still do some stuff outside, obviously, but I wasn't really like every day, kind of like just on the on my jock type stuff.
Now we're not gonna jump to the UAP, man. You actually started your college career with UST in the most candid way you can. What was the main
Yeah.
reason why you left the school?
The main reason why is just it was very just like the administrative kind of like staff was just very like unorganized. Obviously, they're going through a lot of coaching changes and some games, I'd have we'd have we were learning 3 to 4 different systems. I was getting confused. And I just felt like for my first school, that was kind
Yeah.
of tough. I feel like coming in, especially being so young, I should have like a stable environment. And then it was just hard. There's a lot of things that like other outside things that they're focusing on, and the team. It was kind of hard to like balance it between us and the team. So it was just the main reason. Yeah, it was just very like just unorganized. And then yeah, so it was just tough, especially on my parents because they'd be trying to contact, and then it was just hard because messenger over. It's like you're not in person, you can't go there. So sometimes they wouldn't get back to them, and they wouldn't know what's going on. So my parents just really didn't feel like comfortable leaving me there without like a clear communication type network. So that's the main reason. Yeah.
With regards to playing time, was there a disconnect there as well, or it's
Um, it was a little bit just because we they brought us there earlier than we were supposed to for the PBA D League. And I was just kind of caught a little off guard. I think I was still trying to get my bearings. And I know I wasn't playing like well, obviously, I was missing a lot of stuff, but like I think eventually that would have worked itself out. But it's just like I think just coming early and then for us to not be like used as much as we thought, it was kind of like, okay, like why don't we just get some more training in before instead of coming like a month and change early. But I mean, it would have worked itself out, I'm sure. But like that was just that's a little thing too.
gotcha. I love the answers, by the way. It's like you're ready for
Yeah.
showbiz, bro. You're ready. You're ready. Anyway, so we're gonna take a quick commercial,
Yeah.
but it's a commercial where you're gonna be a part of it. It's a
Okay.
small game by Lunacy since they're sponsoring this video. So I'll be
Okay.
sharing my screen. So Lunacy, right? So they're the sponsor of our video, and just like what I said, it's a company or a retail store that sells or highlights memorabilia, sports memorabilia,
Yeah.
art toys, cards, shoes, all of that. So for the viewers watching this on YouTube, on Facebook, of Lunacy, and Instagram, you could always check it out on their socials and you can always go here on in BGC. So Gani, we're gonna play a game. So there there will be four categories. So the first one is
Okay.
jerseys, and you see here three different jerseys,
Yeah.
and then you would have to tell me which one is the more expensive one. So we're gonna start easy. We're gonna start easy.
Okay. Okay.
So all of these items that people can see right now, see you as well, they're all being sold here in Lunacy. All signed jerseys and everything. So
Okay.
first one is a Steph Curry signed jersey, signed in 2020. A John Morant signed jersey and a Michael Jordan signed 1996 jersey. So do you, as the easy part of this game, which one is the more valuable one?
Gonna tough being a LeBron guy, but I'm gonna have to say the Michael Jordan jersey is the most expensive one out of these three.
Okay, I'm gonna give you two chances. Oh, you're correct. It's the Jordan one.
Okay.
Two
Okay.
chances
Okay.
to guess what price it's currently at.
Oh, is this okay?
You
Which
only
one?
get two tries, man.
Should I do US dollars or
Uh,
Filipino or some?
we can I can convert it for you, but it's in
Okay.
pesos. But if your mind is currently wired to USD, that's fine. I can just give I can give the Filipino not Filipino. I mean, I can give the peso conversion.
Okay. So a signed jersey, and it's not game worn. Is it game worn or no?
All are game worn.
Oh, oh, game worn signed.
Mm.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go 250K pesos for the Jordan jersey.
Way off. One last chance.
Way off.
Way off.
Is it way off? Low or high? I'm just
Go
kidding.
higher.
Okay. Okay. High. I'm gonna say. I know that's low. I'm gonna say. Let's do. I'm gonna say 600. I'm gonna go 600K pesos.
Wrong. These are the
Oh.
prices.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's one. Oh my God.
1.179. 1.1
1.1.
million pesos. And
Oh,
for those watching, you guys can for those who want a piece of a Jordan memorabilia, signed memorabilia, it's here in Lunacy. So
1.1.
1.1. And this is a new order because they just sold a Jordan, a black jersey,
Yeah.
same price. So it's crazy. It's a crazy
Dang.
store. Next one. Talk about
Okay, here we go.
shoes.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, okay,
Are you into
okay.
shoes?
I am. I say I consider
Okay.
myself a sneakerhead.
So here in Lunacy, they sell a lot of shoes as well. A lot of
Okay.
varieties of the Nike Dunk lows. There's a Panda, Sandy Boddicker, and a Teddy Bear Parline. So
Okay.
again, which one is the most expensive or the more valuable one? I don't want to use the word
Okay.
expensive because
So I know, let's see. I know the pandas are. they've been releasing a lot. So I'm gonna say kind of that out. Now the teddy bears, I haven't. I don't know about the teddy bears. Um, but I'm gonna say I've seen the eBays. I've seen them around. I know they're actually a popular release. I'm gonna go the eBay, the Nike Dunk Low X eBay Sandy Bodecker. I just don't know about the teddy bear. I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
go to the eBay ones.
Okay, you want to guess how
Let's see.
much?
Okay.
Only two chances.
Okay. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say like 15K. I'm gonna say like
Okay.
15K.
One more chance. One more try.
Oh, how much? Let's do. I'm gonna do 20. I'm gonna do 20. I'm gonna do
Oh,
20. I'm gonna do 20.
almost there. Almost there. So here are the prizes. So you're almost close. You got that
Oh,
right. You got that right. I mean, as long as
okay,
you got
okay,
the shoe right. So you're 1 for 2.
okay. Oh, the pandas are high.
Yeah,
Wow.
dude. Like, of course, it's
I
a.
want to. I do need a pair. I do need a
Mm-hmm.
pair.
Mm-hmm. Dude, you'll never know. Just come here. You'll never know what they have in store for you, bro. So next one is art toys. So this is Bear Bricks,
Ooh.
Bape Tiger, and the Bear Brick X. Oh, not X. I mean Bear Brick Boba Fett
Okay.
collab. So you see the full screen, right? Because I have our
Yep, I see
photos
it. I
here on
see
it.
it. I see it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me just move it. All right. So first question is which one is the more expensive one, and then you can guess the price.
Okay.
It's in 6 digits. That's all I'm gonna say to give you
Oh,
like
six
a.
digits. Okay. Well, are they all the same size?
Yes, they're all the
I
same
think.
size.
Okay, so
Same
almost
size.
400%. So the big ones, I know the big ones go for a little bit. But it's Bear Brick and Babe. It's the Babe Tiger or the Boba Fett one. I'm gonna go. I don't think it's the Babe. The Boba Fett one. Um, I'm gonna go the Bear Brick. Uh, I'm gonna go the Bear Brick X Boba Fett as being the most expensive.
One more
And
try.
then oh, it's not?
It's
Okay.
not.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go the Babe Camel Tiger, but the purple one. I want to say it's the
Okay.
purple one.
That's correct. So you want to guess how
Oh,
much? That's correct. That's correct. But
okay.
we only count the first try. So so far it's 1 for
Okay.
3.
Okay. One of it. Okay. Um, price. Let's see. I'm gonna say it's 6 digits. How much would that be? I want to say. I'm gonna say that one's like 700 US. I want to say $700 US.
Oh, that's only 35,000 pesos. 700 US, that's like 35K
Yeah.
pesos.
Oh,
So
oh, it's sick. They're actually way more.
they're way more like 6 digits
Oh,
Philippine pesos.
oh,
So
six
like
is okay.
2,000 and above. So that's the only
2000
clue I'll
above.
give you.
I'm gonna say let's do it. Let's do two. Let's do. I'm gonna say 2,800. $2,800.
Me press next. You're close.
Oh,
Oh no, actually,
wait,
235,000
235.
pesos is like 4,000.
It's
Yeah,
4K.
$4,000.
Wow.
Yeah, the Bape Camo Tiger. So for those watching, for if you I know that there are a lot of art toy collectors, especially with
Yeah.
Bear Bricks and Bape. This store has a lot in store for you. These are
I need
just
to
the
get.
three. These are the three items that I just picked. There's a lot more. I think there's like 10 more here,
Dang.
and a lot of
Yeah, need to get into bear bricks. I do. I want to eventually collect those. They're like good. There's like good pieces to have. It's like in the corner or something.
they also have the
Oh
mini
wow.
ones. So you don't have to
Oh
get
yeah.
the big ones. You can always get like the mini one to start off your
Yeah.
collection. You don't have to go like all in
I
with like
know that. Yeah.
that's like a
Oh
yearly salary
dang.
money with it.
Ooh, that's great. Dang.
Yeah. So next we're gonna discuss the cards. I think this is the last one for our mini
Oh.
game in our
Okay.
commercial. So these are the cards. So on the left is a Kobe Bryant Topps 1996 rookie card, a Luca Select Silver Prism, PSA
Okay.
9. This is all rookie. Oh, this is a rookie card. Rookie.
Oh.
And the Giannis is a stained glass 20. Oh shoot. Ah.
Oh,
Oh, did you see it already? God dang it.
I think so. I think so.
What was your without seeing the prices first? What was your initial?
For my as the initial thought, I felt like it was gonna be the Kobe card.
But after seeing the prices, it's close. It's the Luca
Oh,
that's the
oh,
more
it's the
expensive one.
Luca.
So
Oh,
it's weird, right? When it comes to card prices, like knowing
yeah,
Kobe is a multi-time champion, a five-time
yeah.
champion, but his rookie cards are cheaper than Lucas. It just comes
Oh,
with a
that
new
makes sense.
age. Yeah, right? Because the cards just
So,
exploded 2018, 2019. So obviously that was Lucas year. So there's a reason why
yeah.
prices.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Then
I'm
the
surprised it's
Giannis.
more than the Giannis, just
Yeah,
because of the
because
PSA 10.
yeah. Oh, you know your card gradings.
Just a
You
little
haven't
bit.
heard.
I caught on the wave a little bit when it was crazy. It was so crazy in the US though. Like it was
It's
just
really
sold
expensive.
out. People, yeah, it was. Oh, it was crazy.
Yeah, because this Giannis one is the stained glass is what you call a case hit. So
Oh,
that
case
means like
hit.
in a case of a box, in a case there are 12 boxes. That
Oh,
means you can only get like two or three of these cards in a case of 700 plus
oh,
cards. So that's how rare this Giannis is. But since this is a
dang.
Luka rookie and he's more popular, that's how prices
Yeah,
reflect.
yeah. With the year he's having, I won't be surprised if that goes up.
Especially with the
Won't be
Kyrie trade,
surprised.
right?
Yeah, why did not see him going to Dallas? I just don't see Kyrie going like in tech. This is crazy. Uh,
Right? Because I think
yeah.
Josai doesn't want. I think him and Kyrie aren't friends, so he was like, "I'm not gonna bring you to a
Oh,
team where you
yeah,
like. I'm the one who's
yeah,
gonna call the shots
yeah. I thought he was gonna meet up with our guy over in
with
Los
LeBron."
Angeles.
Yeah, right. LeBron was
That'd
even
have
like
been cool.
hinting. He was hinting in
Yeah,
on Twitter that like, oh, maybe Kyrie, or I don't know, like that emoji with the side eye and
yeah.
the
The
and the
eyes.
king.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's it. That's it for our small game, guys. For those
Okay, that's
watching,
fun. That's fun.
that's
That's
a fun
fun.
game.
That's
It's a
fun.
fun
That's
game.
fun.
And before we go back to our usual with our interview with Gani here, Mr. Stevens, uh all of these that you guys saw, the cars, the shoes, the art toys, the jerseys, all are available here in Lunacy in BGC. There are a lot more selections here, so if you're a collector or just want to add more to your memorabilia, come here in BGC. Their Lunacy is also on Facebook and Instagram, and love to see you here. So with that, let's resume, bro. So how did the transfer to UE come to be? From since we finished with the USD story a while ago, how did you end up in UE? How did that all come to be?
So basically, after we transferred from UST, we're kind of like scrambling a little bit per se. Like, a lot of the teams were like, it was because it was around the time, like so teams are gearing up for the season. So we're kind of like just seeing, we're putting our name out there at first, and we're trying to contact some of the schools that previously were recruiting me. And then the only thing that we also had Willie Wilson. So we also, it was kind of like a package deal, right? So a lot of teams were willing to take me, but they already had like an import ready. So it's hard for them to take Willie. So we're looking for a school that could like accommodate me and Willie. And then that's when UE came knocking back because when I first came for recruitment, we didn't have time, because UE did want to meet us, but it was kind of at the tail end. I was going back to the US, so we never really met, but we still had their kind of contact information. So the second time around, we're looking for a school. They hit us up, they're like, yeah, we can accommodate Willie. We'd love to see you guys. And then from there, it's history.
Yes, it's definitely history.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you guys were actually, in my opinion, the Cinderella team of the last season, since there were a lot of fans rooting for your success. And I just gotta ask, how would you describe your rookie year?
Definitely was. It was. I'm not like I was not expecting this. Like I was going into the year, even my family, like we're going into the year. I was like, okay. this league is like an older league. I'm like literally one of the youngest guys. Going against big imports, just a tough like local Filipinos. And I was
Kwame,
like, oh, like I was just like, I was like, I gotta like give. I was just trying to like psych myself up to get ready. So, the first round went by. I was like, okay, I'm like holding my own a little bit. And then the second round, I was like, okay, I can do this. I'm like doing it actually. So after that, it was just like, dang, I considered like a success. Like I think I like for my first year, I felt like I was like I proved myself and more. So I was just like, I was just really happy, I was like, okay, we had a good year. I had a good year. I played well. I didn't I like held my own a little bit. I did my thing. So I was happy. I think I had a solid first year, fresh out of high school.
definitely, bro. You're what I call the true
Yeah.
rookies. Those who have 5 years of eligibility. So
Yeah.
I gotta ask, bro, since it's always been in my mind. As a rookie, which player gave you the toughest time? Maybe on
Um,
defense, you as a defensive player, or on offense, your usual moves you can't get past him. So feel free to think of the person that gave you
let's
gave you a
see.
bit of a challenge.
Let's give me a bit of I think I mean, obviously, I think one of the main guys, definitely Kwame. I think he was one of the main guys that really held me in check. I'm trying to think of some other people.
How
Oh,
about Fire
Galinato.
Galinato?
Yep, yep, Galinato. I'd say like those guys defensively, and then Kwame also offensively, and then Fire, like you said, definitely offensively. I felt um, he's just too like that Euro he was doing. Like I knew he was gonna go right, and he still went through me. I was just like, it was just one of those things where like I was just trying, but even like some of my coaches like, it's fine, like guy, you're fine. It's just like that dude was literally like a grown man. But it was yeah, definitely. I'd say definitely the imports definitely were like the most challenging, and then some like some of those just stout Filipino guys, or some of the Philams, Galinato, just stout guys. I'm trying to think who else. Um, Yeah, just mainly those guys. I can't think of anyone else on the top of my head right now.
For
And
sure.
obviously the guards, all the guards. I mean, obviously, sorry to cut you off, but the guards. I mean, they're just
Especially when you're on
also
island, right?
shifty.
You're like, oh my god, here we
Yeah,
go.
yeah. Those
So
guards are
which
just.
player surprised you the most? Like at first, since you're a rookie, you don't know 90% of these guys, right? Aside from
Yeah.
what you study in this in the scouting report. But which player was the one that surprised you? Like, all right, when you look at him in the court, at first glance, like, all right, he's there. But when the ball is live, you're like, oh my god, he's actually really good.
Um. Actually, it's gonna be kind of like weird. I'm saying it, but it's
Oh,
actually gonna be my guy Kian Bakalan.
Baklaan
Because I didn't notice when I was
and you.
playing with him. I didn't notice how like just shifty, how fat, like how like
Was this
fast
in the
switch
D
everything he
League?
did
In the
was.
PBA D
Yeah, in the
League?
D League, yup, at
You guys were still
USC.
there.
And then that first game against NU, Kean just hit me with like a little in and out. Like I was like just like off the screen. I was like, dang, like he's just going shifting. I was like, whoa, where is this coming from? And then I was like, I was just caught off guard. Like I was just didn't know how like shifty he was. It just felt like I was playing with him, so I like never set a screen. He kind of he just does his own thing. I was like, okay, but just play. I was like, oh, it got me off guard definitely.
Of course,
And
Kian
let's see what
Baklan,
I
one
can
of
think
the
of.
he's obviously one of I think the rookie of the year. Was it the rookie of the year?
No,
Is Gable?
Kimball
Oh no,
was,
yeah, Kiambao, but the
yeah,
Baklan was obviously in the running. Of course,
he was
with
in the
you as
running.
well.
Yeah,
You were there.
yeah, yeah. That
Anyway,
was
you were saying
a
a
tough.
second guy. You were saying a second guy.
Um, let me see who else. Um, uh, I'm not sure. I can't think of
Not
anyone
sure.
else right
It's
now.
all
Yeah,
only Kian Baklan. That's fine.
yeah,
That's fine. So there are a lot of good things to remember about that UE team. That I was like just a personal note. Like the friends of Coach Josh, we he gave us tickets to always watch UE games. So I'm an
Yeah.
Atenean. I never watched UE live because, of course, I'm
Mhm.
not from the school, but with Coach Josh being
Yeah.
a close friend, we supported all of your games. Not all, maybe out of the 13, maybe 9 of 10. It's a
Well,
lot, but
it's
only
more
three
than
games.
50. Yeah.
So that 5-9 record doesn't do justice to how much you guys surprise
Yeah.
everybody. And with that, what was the most memorable moment so far in your young career with UE? A key defining moment, key defining
Um,
play, or the
oh,
play you remember the
besides,
most?
I know I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna say, I think scoring my career high against UP that second game, the 23 points was very like. I think that's when it kind of clicked. I was like, okay, like I can actually like do this. Before like a lot of the times I was playing, I was like, I'm just a football guy playing basketball. But now I was man, I'm actually like hooping. So
You
I think
are,
from
you
then
are.
on, and then also, but I'd say from a team standpoint, I know I'm gonna get a little bit of hate for this, but
Go
I
ahead,
think
bro.
the sweep of LaSalle was
Oh,
also that was for a team collectively. I think it was just good, not just for the team, but like just kind of the our fans and just like the school, to be like the only team that LaSalle didn't beat this year. It was like, we had like we ended and plus we ended on a good note when we won that last game. So yeah, definitely between the LaSalle games and then the last UP game.
yeah, it's funny because it feels like UE is their kryptonite.
I know, literally.
Who were you marking there? Were you guarding Kyamba KQ or
I think it was between the first game, I had a little bit of Mike Phillips, um, and then Kumbau, obviously, and then Raven Cortez. And then the second game was mainly, I think Raven Cortez was mainly, and then Nwankwo played a lot more in
yeah,
the second
Bright,
game than the
yeah,
first
because
one.
yeah,
And then Kumbau it's a little bit. He was kind of more like around like the perimeter, like free throw area, and I was kind of down
yeah.
low. Cortez was around going from the blocks. So I'd say yeah. So Kumbau, Raven Cortez, and then Bright Nwankwo were the main three I was guarding.
I forgot to ask a while ago. When did it like click for you? Because in the D League, I a lot of people saw like you were still raw,
Yeah,
like you didn't get
yeah,
the numbers that you were
yeah,
getting in the UAAP, but then something just clicked in the UAAP. You just found
yeah.
your
I don't.
confidence somewhere along the
Yeah,
season.
it was just obviously like yeah, the D League was like even for me it was disappointing. Like I knew I could do better, and it was even like I was getting like I just couldn't. I was getting the looks. I just wasn't doing like what I normally did. And then the first round of the UAAP, um, I was just kind of like I was kind of still in my shell. I wanted to just be like go out there, do my job, rebounds, play defense, not really like trying to do too much. And then I think the second round, some of the older guys on my team, or like Luis, some of the other Philams were just talking to me. Um, and then my dad at home was just like, just go for it. Like, what do you have to lose? And then I was like, okay, let me just start, trying to expand a little bit. And then it was working. So then it was kind of like, okay. And then from then it was kind of just like, gradual, like getting more confidence to a point where I was like, okay, like I'm going out there. I'm like, I can go toe to toe with these guys. Like I got my guys out here. Like, let's go. So yeah, but definitely was definitely no people in my ear, and then just me, like I just had to like just psych myself, just kind of like let's go, like hit myself in the chest a little bit and just go out there. So
Pretty special season.
yeah,
What
it
I remember
was.
about you, bro, was that I think there was a breakaway in the LaSalle game, and then I need to show you like you were driving. I mean, you were running towards it's a fast break. I think it was you
Yeah,
or somebody was chasing you from LaSalle, and then did you switch your hand? Is it
yeah.
how I
I
remember it?
switched.
You switched
Yeah,
it, and then you were doing this when you came back.
yeah,
When you got back to the other end of the floor. That was just you in your element.
yeah, yeah. That was. I surprised myself. I was like, okay, did I always, I always do it in practice, just playing around. I was like, let me try it actually did it. I was like, whoa, I felt like one of those guards.
Did you remember
Uh,
who was chasing you? Chasing you? Because it
I
was a
think
fast
it
break.
might have been. I think Nelly was coming
Yeah,
across, and then I couldn't tell. And I think Kimball tried to like block the pass that
yeah.
Illinois
But then you
gave
just
me.
switched.
Yeah, so yeah, it was. Yeah, that was. I was like, okay, now we have to win.
And it was crazy.
So
And let's not forget about the Remo Goat, bro. Remo Goat
yeah,
went off.
yeah, I was, and we needed that too. We needed that, even though we didn't win the Ateneo game where he was. That was
You
like,
guys were there. You guys were definitely
yeah,
there.
we were there. It was. I know I was mad at myself for fouling out that game. That was tough. That was tough. But yeah, it was that Ateneo game. He just was clicking. I think he just really got that confidence. And then he was just did his thing. Did his thing.
You did your thing as well, man. You were very
Yeah.
how do I say this? You were stable. You were
Thank you. Thank you.
yeah. Now, there are rumors. We see it. We can't deny it. Other
Yeah.
rumors that you'll be leaving UE without mentioning the schools definitely. Can you pinpoint exactly why you're not sticking around? Or there are a lot of you guys leaving. Let's not just put this on you.
Yeah.
There are a lot of guys leaving, and it's confirmed that
Hmm.
a lot of guys are leaving
Yeah.
or are confused. So, what like what what are the reasons for a player like you or in general that will make like after having that season make people leave or having thoughts of leaving?
Um, it's definitely a lot of factors. I'm still trying to work things out with UE. We're still kind of figure things out, but it's a lot of guys had a lot of different reasons besides, like just like the Luis, CJ, Nico who just graduated. Um, it was hard. It was definitely a tough season. You know, there was a lot of things off the court that like, some of the guys weren't happy with. And it was hard because sometimes, my Tagalog isn't that good. Like I can listen better than I speak, but
Yeah.
a lot there'd be some like Tagalog, some of the guys just talking Tagalog on the bus, things like that. But I wouldn't know, so it was kind of like I didn't know what they're saying. But there's definitely like something. And then this coming in this off season, a lot of our coaching staff left. We were down to about Coach Jack, Coach Lorenzo. He helps out, and then but we lost our trainer. Obviously, Kuya Josh is going home. Everybody loved. He was like very everybody loved him. It was just tough, and like a lot of guys are just like worrying about their future, kind of like just want to take things in their own hands, and then obviously. Um, a lot of guys leaving, besides, the guys graduating. I'm trying to think what I want to say.
No problem, man. I can always cut stuff.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't know. It's just,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you can be
obviously,
real with me, no
obviously,
problem.
yeah, it was like, obviously, I had a good season, but I
Yeah.
was racking, I think, highest minutes in the league, 30 to 40 minutes. And a
You
lot of
were.
guys were just sitting on the bench, kind of like, they weren't really like, they didn't feel like they were part of the team, but they didn't really getting in,
They weren't
in
engaged.
practice. Yeah, it wasn't, they weren't engaged. So that was tough for a lot of guys, especially coming off of that COVID year. A lot of guys were already um, they're already kind of down, a little bit of depression just because they were so cooped up and they're really ready this year to like explode out, crowds coming in and they went in and get that. I think that really was hard for a lot of players. So yeah. Oh, sorry.
You're good. Anyway, how do you is there hate? Has there been hate? Do you hear things? Do you see things with the situation going around in UE right now? Or it's been quiet? How is it so far? Since you're one of the
Um,
key cogs heading to next
yeah,
season, a key player.
definitely. Yeah. I mean, definitely I've been hearing some things, but nothing crazy, like nothing like, the UST, I got some, it wasn't like anything bad, but just a little bit. Nothing out of UE so far. Um, I think it's because like we're really trying to like the guys that are there are really trying to make things work, but like there's just stuff there that's just hard for like it's just like it's just kind of like you just have to like tough it out. So it's just kind of like we're really trying to make things work with UE, but We'll just see though. But nothing, no, nothing crazy. UE's community is very, supportive, everything. Even the guys that have been like confirmed left, I mean, who left already, like confirmed. Even they're like nothing crazy. So it's been good. It's nothing crazy, but as time goes on, we'll see. But hopefully everything's straightened out.
So as of now, nothing is confirmed yet. And
Yeah.
how about this? What like in a situation when you're joining a school, what do you usually look for as a recruit? For you, what's important? Because
Um,
different people, it's
yeah.
for you. I just want to know what do you look for in a school?
First thing, I mean, it's, I sound cliche, but obviously the first thing we look at is just the school itself. You know, I want that quote unquote like college life. A lot of my buddies back home, I'm seeing, on Instagram is going, they like walk around campus, with their buddies, going to like hanging out, going to little study stuff. And then also alongside that, just to make sure the school has what I'm interested in for a major. Because I know like hopefully knock on wood, but if I do make it professional, obviously like that can carry you what you make through a few years. But once you like retire or stop playing, I want to fall back, I have that degree or something I can fall back on. So that's the main thing, especially like my mom and my parents are very like, you know, I want me to be a good student, like keep my grades up. So school part first, and then obviously the basketball. We look for just like a place that can develop me well, that has a good culture, winning culture, a positive culture. The team coach relationship is very healthy. Clear communication between my parents and not my parents, but just like everyone, who's involved with like the coaching, stuff like that. And then obviously like how that school can like help me in the future, like later down the line if I want to come back for school or just like how supportive the community is with the team, stuff like that.
Gotcha. And dude, they wish you the best of luck, man. Like I know this
Yeah.
everything going on, especially
Yeah.
uh the social media right now when it
Hmm.
comes especially to Philippine basketball scene. It's crazy, like sometimes you
Yeah.
just see it first. You see things before you even know about it, and you're the one in that rumor.
Yeah.
Like, oh, whoa.
I know. Like when Kuya Josh was telling us like
Yeah.
Philippine basketball, like the community is really small. It like really is small. It's like, one coach be like, oh, that's my guy, that's my guy. Like we played back in the old days, either they went to the same school, grew up same age. It's always like everybody always is connected somehow. So it's like very tight knit community, which is good, but then also sometimes can be bad.
Yeah, sometimes that's why you gotta
Yeah.
tiptoe, or like you gotta choose your words properly.
Yeah. Hmm.
So whatever you choose, Gani, we're gonna hear about it soon. And
Yeah.
we wish you the best of luck, man.
Thank you. Yeah.
And before we end this episode, uh let's say you have unlimited budget, you go to Lunacy. What where do you go first? What do you buy with your money?
Let's see. If I go to Lunacy,
Yeah, you got all the budget you need.
unlimited. Okay, I think I'm going to the Bear Bricks first.
The
I
bear
think I'm gonna go
bricks.
to Bear Bricks. Yep. Definitely this little like, I kind of like, I'm into Funkos right now. And I'm like into like, collecting little like toys, trinkets, like art, but those are like art pieces. Those are like, you have one of those in your house. Like, okay, like this guy, he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then if I were to go after that, it would be some jerseys. Definitely go to that jersey selection. Maybe there's a
Jordan?
LeBron, maybe a
Oh, I mean, sorry. LeBron, not Jordan.
yeah,
Sorry.
LeBron, maybe the John Morant jersey.
That's what you're going
uh
for.
maybe the piece of a court. I've seen that on that
Yeah, yeah,
Instagram. I
yeah. There's
saw that too.
a piece of the court of the Game 7 finals during LeBron's block on Iggy. A piece of that court. They're selling it
Oh
here.
yeah.
So
That's a topic. Yeah, but or
and
yeah, just like a little collectible stuff is what I'd go for. I like that. Just like stuff to have around the house.
appreciate you time for your time, Gani. And before anything else, where can people follow you? What are your socials?
Right now I have Instagram. It's Geechee.Gani. I mean, if you put in Gani, it'll come up. And I also have a Twitter that I use it, but I don't really tweet stuff, but I am active on it.
You
So
just go through like the search bar or the people you follow and
yeah,
check it.
yeah. So, but no, yeah, just Instagram, Twitter I use. This is Geechee Gani, and I think the one on Twitter is actually Baby Maui.
Baby Maui.
So yeah, but yeah, so those are my main socials. Don't be afraid to hit me up. I'm usually pretty good. You know, a lot of UE fans would hit me up, and I'd actually like respond and like talk with them, and then always mention like, oh, I'm surprised. You know, players, you know, they usually don't respond or just like one word. You know, like thank you. So, but yeah, just don't be afraid to hit me up or anything.
Definitely the gentle giant, one of the gentle giants of the
Yeah,
UAAP. Very
yeah,
approachable because I've met Gani once. You remember in the hotel in the one beside
yep,
Araneta? I was there, so that's where I first met you.
yeah,
You were with your brother. He was there.
yep. With my brother, me and my brother. Yep, yep.
So with that, bro. Oh, Gani, I'm gonna cut this part. So after this one, don't jump off yet. Like, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So thank you so much, guys. This this episode is brought to you by Lunacy, located in the BGC. Embrace your crazy, and a lot of the memorabilia, shoes, art toys, cards, shoes. You can find it here, and the staff will definitely accommodate you for any of your orders. So thank you so much again. We'll see you all next time. Peace. Thanks, Gani.